Happy Thursday, everybody. Today we're going to talk about um, religion and the concept of it. I hear lots of people um, talking about ETs, UFO, UAPs. It seems that we live in that sort of timeline where more and more it's being disclosed to us, and then there is the religious people that are desperately still trying to hold on to its beliefs and concepts. Now, if we're talking about religion usually implies belief. Belief, it's just that. It's not a exact science, which, to my surprise, a lot of religious people are trying to impose the religious factor as a fact. And on top of that, if people do not have the same beliefs, they are being ostracized or judged or, you know, um, ashamed. Actually, not ashamed, shamed by other religious, I would say, programs. And I think this is a very wrong approach. Religious is extremely important. It's the teaching of Jesus are just the basics of being a good human, and that's, in my opinion, a wrong way to impose a belief in on someone, specifically when the same religious people do not seem to model a very positive way of being. Jesus teaches to love each other, the neighbor. So whatever other beliefs or other lifestyle someone else has, it's not to be made shame or bullied or diminished for that. It's by proving that, you know, that the concept, it's a positive way of living by promoting doing good, helping others, being available when other people are in need. You know, so as I said, the way the approach is, it's going around, it's very unappealing, specifically when we talk about belief. So, in anything, but specifically religion. So nobody really should be imposed on what to believe, as long as they do not negatively impact others or negatively, you know, impact lives and lifestyles. And there is absolutely no judgment, shouldn't be any sort of judgment, because first of all, none of us are God. And I know there is a concept going around that we are gods, which I personally don't buy into that. I do believe we are part of God. In other words, we're part of the universe, we're part of the, affecting other lives, nature, beauty, creativity. So this is how being part of God should look like. It's not by demanding, hating on each other or on others, um, spreading negative feelings, um, and spite and gossips over a person that you barely know. And whatever you believe in, as long as you're a good person, as long as you help others, I don't think it matters too much. God can be interpreted and named many names, and including universe. And I don't think that is a necessary proof that, I don't know, Jesus is the one, even though, you know, most people believe that, but it can be any other names. There's been many gods in an ancient times, and people were very open-minded to believing in whatever gods they want to believe. However, the main thing is to be close to God, which means serve God by doing well. And then don't judge. We never know other people's lives, experiences, and hurts. If you can help, it's great. If you cannot help, do not add more hurt to anybody else. The biggest shocker is that the same people that proclaim themselves to be God-loving people, I almost never hear or see them offering support or help, or just simply be there for someone else. So how exactly do you believe in God? How do you serve God? Just yelling it out loud, it's not something that it's appreciated. And especially when the same type of people try to call others names, or just, mainly offend other people. Well, it is quite obvious that these people are not God-loving people. So instead of judging and screaming so loudly for attention without doing anything in return that helps people or, supports people, I don't think God would even want to accept you representing his or her beliefs and this mannerism. If anything, it sounds a whole lot like a different type of belief. And some people believe in extraterrestrial life. I don't believe we're the only people. We're the only species. And I know I know that there is a creator, and we are the creation or part of the creation. But at the same time, if we kill animals that are also God's creation and we do not help them, then we're serving a different type of entity, I guess. So yes, it's good to be God loving person, and I don't think anybody has the right to just humiliate or accuse anybody else and continue to do bad things as if they're entitled to hurting or affecting others negatively, with no consequences. And in that condition, I do believe people should somehow have a voice and say, for instance, I always say, yeah, I serve God by doing good. And it shuts up pretty much everybody. Because if I am to go into the subject, what exactly have you done? I have a lot that I can bring up. And most of the time, a lot of people don't have very many examples. So, God bless you. Believe in whatever God you believe, as long as you do good and you remain a loving person. Peace and love, everybody.